this.
Thank you.
Come. Jake, Ari, Sam, Ava, Nitzan. I need to buy a stand for you. I'm going to open these microphones. All those. So are you ready? So we start our service recognizing the fact that today is a beautiful day. Today is Shabbat, and we celebrate together. So I invite you to join with your voices and your conscious presence. It's a space that we are trying to create together. Our service, lighting Shabbat candles. I invite you to open your Sidurim on page 120, and I'd like to invite Elaine Asa, our emeritus and eternal Rebbetzin, to light Shabbat candles. Here at TVT, we like to take our time to light Shabbat candles. So in the meanwhile, our matches never work. And for some reason, and we keep them. We are insistent with those matches because they're ours. So we take our time. Eva. It's a community tradition, I would say. It's not Hanukkah. You can take from the other one. So let's keep singing Maya Fe in the meanwhile. Maya Fe Ayom Shabbat Shalom Maya Fe Ayom Shabbat Shalom. Magic of our voices together. Amen. how wonderful it is to share together this night of Shabbat. The words Ine Matov Umanaim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad are familiar to you, so you might join us. Ine Matov Umanaim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Ine Matov Umanaim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Ine Matov Umanaim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. So I think they know already. Ine Matov Umanaim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Ine Matov Umanaim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Ine Matov Umanaim. Oy 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 Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Oy 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 Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. So it's also nice when the siblings kick each other. But not now, not in Shabbat, right? We don't kick each other in Shabbat. We try to be loving with each other. Let's see if you really learn the words. Ine Matov Umanaim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Ine Matov Umanaim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Ine Matov Umanaim. Oy 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 Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Let's try together. Ine Matov Umanaim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Ine Matov Umanaim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. On page 130, you see on page 131, do you see the first sentence? This one, you see that? So, Shir Adonai Shir Chadash. You want to stand down so you can dance if you want? Yeah, you can go. You can stand down. You can put your siddur in there. Go. And if you are sitting there and you like to stand up and dance, you are welcome. Shir Alelu, Shir Alelu, Shir Alleluia. Shir Alelu, Shir Alleluia. Shir Chadash. Shir Chadash. Shir Chadash. L'Adonai. Shir Alelu, Shir Alelu, Shir Alleluia. Shir Alelu, Shir Alleluia. Shir Chadash. Shir Chadash. Shir Chadash. L'Adonai. Shir Alelu, Shir Alelu, Shir Alelu. Shir Alelu, Shir Alleluia. שירו של חדש, שירו של חדש, שירו של חדש, לאדוני. שירו כפק, שיר הללו, שיר הללו, שיר הללויה, שירו, שיר הללו, שיר הללויה. And with this sense of joy, we turn our Sidurim, and with a little bit of crying. It's joyful for most of us, but some of us not so much. With this sense of joy, we turn our Sidurim to page 138 to welcome Shabbat, to celebrate the seventh day, to recognize what is sacred in our lives. Here at TBT, we sing the first, the second, the fifth, the sixth, and the ninth verses of Lecha Dodi. And for the last one, we will rise and we turn our faces to that door. La 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 Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Penei Penei Shabbat. לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לה 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 לה, שמור וסחור ודיבורך, ישמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה, לה 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 לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לה 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 לה, לקראת שבת לכו אליך, כי אם מקור אדוני מראש ניתן. שבת נקבלה, לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לה 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 לה. התעוררי, כי בהולך ומאורי, אורי שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך מילה, לה 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 לך לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לא תבושי ולא תקלמי, מה תשתוכחי ומה תהמי, בך יחסו עניי עמי, ונבנתה עיר על תילה, לה 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 לה, לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לה 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 לה, בואי בשלום. גם בשמחה ובצולה תאהבוני עצמו. בואי חלה, לה 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 לה, לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לה 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 לה, לך דודי. Shabbat shalom, everyone. You can turn to the person sitting next to you or even somewhere else and say good Shabbos. If you haven't said it yet, Shabbat shalom. You can say to each other, Shabbat shalom, good Shabbos, good Shabbos, good Shabbos. Good Shabbos, everyone. If you see a new face, say welcome. So you want to take a rest? You can sit for a second. Say sit for a second. Sit for a second. Sit for a second. You can see. So here we are. Good Shabbos. The last psalm that we sing before Chetzi Kaddish and before we turn, I want you to learn. And it's not a new melody because I taught it in the past, but it will be new again. It will be new again. So this is Anna Bean, and she's our new song leader. So she's standing here tonight, and Gabby would be standing here too, but she's in Philadelphia in a bar mitzvah or a wedding. She's in a simche in Philadelphia, so we are alone. So I know that the song that I'm going to teach, you don't know it.
Correct.
So we will try it on you. It's very simple. All the words that require lots of concentration are Mizmor Shir. You can say that.
Mizmor Shir.
I will sing a song. Do you need to repeat that? Leyom HaShabbat.
Layom HaShabbat.
That's it. So don't repeat my English. You might notice that your pronunciation gets worse and worse. So the song is very simple, okay? Mizmor Shir Leyom HaShabbat Nitzan. Let's see if you know this. Mizmor Shir, Shir Leyom HaShabbat. You. Mizmor Shir, Shir Leyom HaShabbat. Again. Mizmor Shir, Shir Leyom HaShabbat. Mizmor Shir, Shir Leyom HaShabbat. Let's try it together, okay? Shir Leyom HaShabbat. Did you get it, Talia? Let's try it. Shir Leyom HaShabbat. That one. Shabbat. That's right. Mizmor Shir, Shir Leyom HaShabbat. 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 That's the easy part. And now we go higher. I should have started in D minor. Mizmor Shir, Shir Leyom HaShabbat. We are going to D minor, Sarah. Mizmor Shir, Shir Leyom HaShabbat. Mizmor Shir, Shir Leyom HaShabbat. Mizmor Shir, Shir Leyom HaShabbat. Again. Mizmor Shir, Shir Leyom HaShabbat. 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 We'll try that tomorrow morning again. And now we turn our Sidurim to page 144. Jacob, will you join me for Chetzi Kaddish? Come, I have it. 144. He is becoming Evar Mitzvah in another 3 weeks. So So, and we don't know your key for Hetzikash. We'll try our best. I think you're here. Al behit kadash amen. Be'alma tivrach hinuzeh be'amlich machuzeh be'chayechon u'vyomechon u'chayech bechol beit Yisrael. On page 146, please rise for Barhu. Yada lai lai lai, yada lai lai lai, yada lai lai lai, yada lai lai lai. Stick it out. Lai lai lai, yada lai lai lai, yada lai lai lai, yada lai. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Adonai, Baruch Adonai, Amevorach, Leolam Vaed, Leolam Vaed. Yada lai lai lai, 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 yada lai lai lai. You may be seated. Shar koach. Too many devices. After the Barhu, we recognize the passage between Yom Belayla, between day and night, between darkness and light. מפנה. ומעביר יום ומביא לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ולילה, אדוני צבאות שמו, אל חי בקיים, תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם בעד. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening, ברוך אתה, אדוני, המעריף ערבים. We are on page 150. Before the Shema, we try to recognize those things that make us feel loved. Everlasting love, Avat Olam. Avat Olam. Great Israel. בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. הם חיינו באורך ימינו ובהם נגה יומם בלילה, נגה יומם בלילה. ידך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל, אוהב עמו ישראל. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people, Israel. And we turn the page of our Sidurim, and I invite you to close your eyes and to cover your eyes with 3 fingers, like the shin, like the silence, the sheket that we need to find now, and the Shema, the listening that we want to do right now. I invite all of you, just for a second, to embrace the silence and to take a deep breath. And to become one. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. We're on page 154. I'd like to invite Dalia to do. No? Not yet. Next family service, Dalia will try together. So we'll try all of us together. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי צווך היום על לבביך, ושינמתם לבניך בדברת בם בשבתך ובביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשופקך ובקומך וקשרתם להוד על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על משושות ביתך, ובשעריך, למען תזכרו, ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, ויתן קדושים לאלוהיכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אמת, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. אמת באמון הכל צודק קיים עלינו, כי הוא אדוני אלוהינו, וזולתו ואנחנו ישראל עמו. We are on page 156, and I invite you to continue with the silent reading. When Moshe, Miriam, and all Israel saw the beautiful miracles that brought them out of the land of Egypt and allowed them to cross the Dead Sea, they asked with joy, who is like you, O God? Mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai, on page 158. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך בדבר הקודש, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך בדבר קודש. נוהה תהילות עושה פלא, נוהה תהילות עושה פלא, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש. זכותך ואהובתך בוקע ים לפני משה ומרים, Eliano de Amro, Eliano de Amro, Adonai, Himnoch Leolam Vaed. Yai lai 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 lai, Yai lai 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 lai, Yai lai 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 lai. We're on page 160 for Ashkivenu, and we sing also here the words of one day that I hope that you know. Good. Somebody else doesn't so well. Sometimes I lay under the moon
and thank God I'm breathing, and I pray, don't take me soon, 'cause I am here for a reason. Sometimes my tears are drowned, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity
תגננו בעצה טובה מלפניך. All my life, all my life I've been waiting for, I've been waiting for
For the people to say that
Adoneinu shomrenu lechaim Adonai Eloheinu leshalom ve'avideinu shomrenu lecha. One day, one day, one day, one day. Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom. ברוך אתה אדוני הפונה סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים. Blessed are you, guardian of Israel. The shelter of peace is spread over us, over your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Ulechaim. On page 162. Overwhelmed by this sense of peace, we remember our transgenerational covenant to keep Shabbat as a part of our lives. But we also remember that what kept us alive, and sometimes what keeps us alive during our very long days, is Shabbat. Shamru bnei Israel et לעשות את השבת לדורתם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורתם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, בני ישראל, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני, עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לרידו. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבס גו תצול, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורתם ולדורם. Please rise and turn your sidurim to page 164 to dedicate to yourself a time of silence, a time for your personal prayer. We will introduce Tfilat Amidah, singing together, and then each of us will get time for Tfilah Shebalev, the prayer of the heart. Adonai, sefatai tiftach, ufi tehillateh. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. הקדוש בשביל הקדוש. After dedicating some time to our personal prayers, we dedicate our last prayer to ask for being able to meet each other with open hearts in peace. Ose Shalom on page 180. Ose Shalom bimroma. Entire world. We turn our Sidurim to page 371. This is the last prayer before you go and sit for a while. And this very important prayer we dedicate to those that are dealing with illness, those that are dealing with illness in their bodies, in their souls, those that are dealing with addictions. If you have a name that you like to share tonight, please do so. we try to focus our loving and healing energies in those that need it the most right now. We elevate the prayer, Mishe Berach, on page 371. Mishe Berach, wish to all of them רפואה שלמה מן השמיים, החלמה מהירה. We wish to all of them a complete and fast recovery. You may be seated. Yeah, right there. You can sit too. You can take a rest. Everyone. So on family services, we take a moment to recognize anniversaries and birthdays in our community for the month of November. So if your anniversary or your birthday or your something else, God knows what, but if you have a simcha in the month of November that you like to share, Mark Filowitz. And you're a November guy. I guess it's not your anniversary.
No. It's my birthday. 66 años.
66. Mazal tov. Jacobo.
Hello, my name is Jake, and I'm turning 13 on Tuesday, so November 7th.
Mazel tov. And there is anything else that will happen this November for you?
Oh, yeah, November 18th, my bar mitzvah. Come check it out. It'll be fun. There's candy afterwards.
So you are coming up to the Torah. It's your bar mitzvah.
I also might be selling T-shirts, maybe not. Stay tuned for that.
If there's anything else that you like to share, Jake.
Buy the merchandise. Buy the merch.
Stay here, stay.
Jesse Richter, and on November 27th, I'll be celebrating my bar mitzvah also. No, I'll be 58 years old.
Mazel tov.
Fran and Steve Sherman, and on 15 Kislev, which is 30th of November, we'll be celebrating our 54th anniversary.
Mazel tov.
Hi, I'm Lauren Simon, and on November 23rd, I will be 33.
Mazel tov. You're half Mark Filowitz. So every time that we achieve a new time in life, every time that we start a new stage, we sing Shecheyanu Bekimanu. We bless the time that allow us to reach this chapter in our lives. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וחייבנו והגיענו לזמן הזה, לזמן הזה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך והגיענו לזמן הזה, לזמן הזה. May you be blessed. Mazel Tov. Congratulations on your birthdays. Oh, stretch your hands before you leave. You had the opportunity to say hi. Let's say hi. Alfredo, I go all the way to you. Mazel Tov. So does anybody? I will try something this time. Besides Mark Filowitz and Elaine Asa, what Torah portion we are reading this week? No, come on, I told you. Besides. That was right. So we are reading a Torah portion. It's called Vayera, which means, Vayera means, and he will see from the verb lirot. Eli, can you see me? I can see you. This Torah portion is about seeing each other. It's exactly about that. Now, Abraham is sitting at the gate of his tent. And the tradition and the previous Torah portion teach us that he was recovering from what? From his circumcision, from his Brit Milah. Brit Milah in English is circumcision. Now, he was recovering from the circumcision, and he was in pain. And who was sitting with him at the moment? The tradition says, the Talmud says, and Rashi and all those that wrote something about this Torah portion, that God, him or herself, was sitting with Abraham, performing the mitzvah, the commandment of Bikur Cholim, of visiting the sick, and they were sitting there. So, and Abraham was complaining, as we Jews like to do, and in pain, as we are used to, a Jew. And all of a sudden, what happens? Vayera, he sees something. He doesn't know that they are angels. He sees 3 strangers, 3 people who he doesn't know. And he understands that those people are in the middle of the desert and they need help. They need help. So he stands up and runs. He doesn't walk. He's in pain. He runs in their direction. And then he invites them to his tent, and he offers, already in partnership with his beloved wife, Sarah, he offers them something to drink, something to eat, and they prepare a huge meal for these strangers. And then, the strangers, at the end of their visit, they tell him, what do they tell him? They tell him that they were going to have a baby. They were going to have a son. And you know, they were so tired of trying to have babies that she didn't believe. And he probably neither. But the story teaches us, my daughter is sleeping. I don't know if you noticed that. So keep quiet. She had a tough day in school. So Later, people say that rabbis put people to sleep. You know, I have 5 years of experience with her. so this is the end. This is the end, guys. Pay attention. This is important. So these angels tell Abraham, they tell him, we are angels, and they say, you have a baby. And Abraham believes or doesn't believe, but he takes this idea. And we know that that's true, because Isaac is born 9 months later on. So what is this story about? This story comes to teach us that sometimes we are so focused on ourselves, we are so focused on our pain that we can't see beyond our tent, beyond the gates of our homes. And actually, even when we are in pain, Dalia, even when we are in pain, what might bring to our lives some transformation, some continuity. Isaac is the symbol of continuity, of Jewish continuity. It's our capability to stand up even when we are in pain and to go to help others. And I think we need to learn this lesson from Abraham. And because I believe that we learn this lesson from Abraham, from our parents, Abraham and Sarah, next week we will welcome here at TVT the Executive Director of Pathways of Hope, David Gillanders. And we will learn about the new project that TVT is undertaking in partnership with Pathways of Hope. And hopefully, all of us will get involved in the sacred work of Jewish continuity through social transformation. Please rise for Aleinu Leshabeach on page 586. עלינו לשבח להון הכל, לתת גדולה. ראשית תיבול. ועושם חלקי כהם וגורלנו ככל העולם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, עד קדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו סוף, ושכינתו סוף, בגובי מרומים, הוא אלוהינו, אמת מלכנו, אפס זולתו, קעקעתו, מדורתו, בידעת היום, והשאבות אלוהיך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אל. One of the main sentences of Aleinu Leshabeach is לתקן עולם במלכות שדי, to repair the world under God's sovereignty. And it's right there after we stop singing. So we'll sing an alternative version for that, and then we will conclude Aleinu Leshabeach together. Na na הזדמנות לתקן את העולם. לה 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 יא לה 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 יא לה 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 אלי ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו ושמו אחד. You may be seated. At this point of our service, we take a moment to recognize dear souls among our congregation that have a yahrzeit this week. You want to? I read. You want to read? Just take the paper there. Open this microphone. Remember.
Yardzites for the week are Florence Glasser, Myron Lowe, Bob Manson, Linda Seufer, Benjamin Oken, Lester Rose, Ruth Unger, Cindy Cunningham, Ida Cutler, Lotfala Cohen, Robin Tabak, Allison Glasser, Ruby Goldman, David Gordon, Erwin Hirsch, Esther Navon, Veniamin Okun, Joseph Shapiro, Leo Shapiro, Jerome Ellenberg, Helen Fink, Rosalind Perline, Debbie Newhouse, Betty Poland, Fred Wheel, Israel Feinstein, Sherry Marks, Muriel Pivo, Eugene Zinn, Alex Blum, Rose Felsenfeld, Alvin Ginsberg, Marcel Kuban, Minnie Lechner, and we're in the Shloshim, the first 30 days, for Ann Goldman Nowitz, aunt of Lila Pesner, Kim Van Winkle, friend of Judy Robbins, Bill Wilson, husband of Lisa Wilson, and son of Rachel and Larry Wilson, and Jean Brosco, Linda Mizrahi, grandmother of Lynn Mizrahi.
If you are during the first 7 days of mourning, Shiva, please rise. If you are during the first 30 days of mourning, Shloshim, please rise. If you are during the first year of mourning, please rise. If you have a yahrzeit this week, please rise. Now you can support our fellows while standing or sitting, joining us with your hearts, your voices, and your deep kavanot, deep intentions for Mourners Kaddish on page 598. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי בימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב באמרו אמן. יהא שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירם בעלמא באמרו אמן. יש למה רבה מן שמיה, לחיים טובים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, באמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, ויעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, באמרו אמן. May their memories be for a blessing. You may be seated. And I encourage you, again, when you see somebody standing for a yahrzeit or for the cycle of the year, reach out and ask if you don't know. That's how we build community, by becoming partners in the memories of our friends here. So reach out. And if you see a new face here, or 2 or 3 new faces, or 4 new faces, reach out to and say, hi, Shabbat Shalom. Introduce yourself. It's a great way to add value to our Shabbat. A couple of things for this week. Two important things that I want to remark, and I want you to remember. This Wednesday, we have our Crystal Nacht night. We decided a couple of years ago that the night of, it's a redundance to say Crystal Nacht night. We said that in Crystal Nacht, we would study, and in Yom HaShoah, we would study and commemorate. So we do a big commemoration in Yom HaShoah with some study, and we do a big study in Crystal Nacht with some commemoration. This Wednesday is coming especially to TBT from Florida, Dr. Bernd Wolschak. And the reason I started with his name is because he is from Germany. And he will share with us his story, a story that you don't want to miss. The story of the son of an SS officer who discovered his father was an SS officer and became closer to the Jewish community in town. And I can tell you that he ended up making Aliyah, serving the IDF, and we will have him on Wednesday here in Fullerton, sharing with us his journey. So come to get some light on Wednesday and to remember together that terrible night many years ago in Germany. In addition, on Saturday, we will recognize our High Holidays volunteers. We'll invite them to Aliyot LaTorah, and we will celebrate our community and our being together. An interesting thing about this celebration, we sent letters to 90 people, right? Think about that, like 20% of our congregation. Think about the quantity of people that were involved in organizing the High Holidays, in working together, in creating this meaningful time of the year for us as a community. So if you were a volunteer, come, we want to thank you. And if you didn't volunteer, come to thank those that volunteer and let's get together to celebrate, again, our being community. Last thing, after that, that service, we'll have, our lunch will be sponsored by Anna and Felix Levitz on behalf of their daughter's wedding, and it's our lunch and learn. And for the first time, we will get 100% into Kabbalah. So those that want to learn a little bit about what is Kabbalah, how Judaism and Kabbalah work together, I will be sharing some ideas. And hopefully, in January, when we have our scholar in residence that will teach about Kabbalah, you will have the basics. An interesting thing about the scholar, he was my teacher in Haifa University when he and me were younger. So we are going to conclude our service. I'd like to invite you, all of you, to go back to your parents, which means Amitai, stay with me. Okay, so you all, so and the time that are going, come, Ali, come.
Where's mommy?
Yeah, I'm not. Mommy's coming, mommy's with that. Bon, Ali.
Hi. So for parents,
Introduce
we have.
yourself again.
I'm Ali. I'm the youth advisor. This Sunday for parents, we have for the Chavaya kids, we're going to the trampoline park, Big Air Park in Buena Park. Lots of parks. We'll be going out for frozen yogurt. There was a time change, so it'll be at 11 o'clock a.m. So if you can go, if your children can go, please come let me know. It'll be a lot of fun. Am I going?
So we are going to conclude our service. And you know, and I invite you to go to your parents too. They're here. So, and please rise. And if your children are standing next to you, put your hands on their heads. If you're my children, stand next to that. And stand next to your children. And if your children are not with you, close your eyes and think of your children. And you might close your eyes and think of your parents, placing their loving hands over your head. And we say to the voice, we say, Yasimech Elohim k'Ephraim v'ke Menashe. May God inspire you to be like Ephraim and Menashe. And to our girls we say, Yasimech Elohim k'Sarah Rivka, Rachel v'Leah. May God inspire you to be like Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, and Leah. We're on page 603. יברכך אדוני וישמרך, יאהב אדוני פניו אליך ויחונך, יישא אדוני פניו אליך וישם לך שלום. For the girls we say, יברכך אדוני וישמרך, יאמר אדוני פניו אלייך ויחונך, יישא אדוני פניו אלייך ויעשה you and protect you. May God's light shine upon you, and may God be gracious to you. May you feel God's presence within you always, and may God bless you with peace. Adonai os le'amoitem. May God give us the courage. Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom. May God bless us, all of us, with peace. Shabbat shalom. יברככם אדוני וישמרכם, יאהב אדוני פניו אליכם ויחונכם, יישא אדוני פניו אליכם וישם לכם שלום. עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כולם. עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, שלום עלינו ועל כל העולם. סלאם שלום, סלאם עלינו ועל כל העולם. סלאם שלום. עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו,